Early in the morning, getting the kids ready for school. Rise and grind, yeah. Pack a lunch or two. Talking about I gotta be at work in a few, yeah. Hey, for your daily news, hey. Grinding just for you, yeah. When you don't have a clue, yeah. Ain't got the scoop for you, yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. This is what we do every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's your boy MD right here, Miles Dixon, the mediapreneur. We got two very special guests in the building today. We're gonna kick it off in a minute, but first, before we go deep and down and run through there, January is the month where we represent men empowerment, men in business. We doing initials only today, damn it, initials only. So we got TK, we got RV, initials only. I'm MD, TK, RV, damn it, it's just initials. Damn it, that's what we're gonna do. Shout out Miss Fifi, the plug. She's stuck in the weather. Her helicopter has been bounded down for a minute, but the snow. Go ahead and get her helicopter in. D Jones, his jet coming in soon. So, but of course, we cannot leave y'all. We cannot hold y'all up from these great men that's in this studio today. But I will tell y'all this before we really get started. Everybody has to understand and respect the fact that black men is still doing their own thing to this date, and we're not asking for handouts. We're not going for that. I like to start it off. Miss Fifi the plug, helicopter has landed. It's landed. Her helicopter has landed. Her helicopter has landed, and I was very proud of her because I know, Uber didn't get their helicopters out now, but I think she got an Amazon helicopter. Okay, she said Timson.
Nobody told me about this.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Channel 2 pretty good on the weather. Anyway, shout out to everybody. Again, we doing all initials today. We running all initials. FF, TK, RV, MD, DJ.
All that.
D Jones and his jet gonna be coming in landing. Where's your earrings on here? Okay. Well, Fifi, that's Miss Fifi to plug, y'all. Give her a round of applause.
Good morning,
Okay.
We can start now.
No, we already had started.
Oh.
Okay. Well, yes.
That time we playing with you.
We do not have. We don't have
You
time.
supposed to sit back like company.
I ain't company.
See how TK doing? He just,
No.
TK company. Right?
Yeah,
Shit.
RV ain't company no more.
You know, that's how we got stuff to do. We entrepreneurs.
Right. He bought tropical smoothies.
Right.
He bought tropical smoothies. Damn that.
He get on my nerves. He get on my nerves.
We doing partnerships in this bitch right about now.
Sick of y'all.
We already setting out a business plan and everything.
I don't got time for this morning.
You better be a part of it. I'm telling you. You got some good stuff.
Y'all all right? Hey, y'all.
Well done.
Chilling and stuff.
Well done.
Yeah. D Jones jet landed.
Finally.
Finally, his jet has.
Good morning.
Miss Fifi, I would give you the opportunity to introduce your very special guest that you have brought to us this morning. So you can start it on off, sweetie. Peace.
Oh, okay.
I ain't know what you drink, but I got you a smoothie.
There you go.
So,
no, he ain't selfish. Like D Jones would have came in this bitch with one smoothie and told everybody like,
And a
"Hey, you got a cup. You got a cup."
and spoon, like dip you some out. So okay, yeah. So we have two very special entrepreneurs that I have the pleasure of knowing personally. One of them is the melatonin voice that we have behind the growing commercial.
Yeah,
if you want to know how to grow hydroponics.
Hydroponics.
We got Mr. Greener Things himself in the house. RV, what up?
What up, dude?
And And he gonna tell you a little bit more about who he is and what he do and all of that, because that ain't all to him. And also we have his buddy pal. Actually, let me tell y'all a little bit of what I know about him. These two grew up together, like they friends, and they like the shit in business too. So I just figured it would be really dope to have them both here at the same time. So we also have Mr. Do It Everything. Everything TK here also.
That's what's up.
And me and TK used to steal cars together. We just.
Oh my God!
No.
Don't put that man business out there like that.
I'm sorry. We cool.
Don't even do that. Don't even do that. So, thank y'all so much for coming. For real, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna have fun today, and talk a little bit about y'all and stuff. So, RV, tell them, retell them who you are, sir.
Allow me to introduce myself. Yeah.
Okay,
Jesus.
I'm RV. I'm the founder of Greener Things. It first started out as a company to educate people on the benefits of marijuana. Is how I started. My mother had Crohn's disease, so she actually needed marijuana to help her get through her daily pains. So that's why I wanted to educate the older people on the benefits of marijuana, because it's just a statement about, like, they don't want to try it. They'll die with cancer and won't even try an alternative medication like marijuana. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started. Had a few dispensaries with my partner TK. You know what I'm saying? And now I teach grow classes, and then I'm going for my license for the state for the 500 plant grow. So
Woo!
I'm moving. I'm shaking and moving. Got a tax business, so I got a lot of things going on.
A tax business.
A tax business.
Wait, what is?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
Go deeper.
Hold on.
Go deeper.
Yeah. What you mean tax business? Like you out here taxing?
No, yeah, tax. Me and my wife started a business with Noy Consultants, and
Shout out to Janelle.
And we do tax services for people. We help people start their business, their EIN number to start up and everything like that, how they get business credit.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just started that. It's on 7 Mile, Plainview.
Okay.
Dope. That's what's up. Okay. And also you got another store that's opening too, right?
Yep. Hydro 313, the first black-owned hydroponic store in Detroit.
Ew,
So,
let's get some hand claps for that. You said it's what on?
The first black-owned
That's dope.
hydroponic
That's
store in
hella
the
dope.
city. So
Yeah.
we should be open up in about a couple of months, but we having a pop-up on February the 20th. You know what I'm saying? Like a fundraising event for people to come out and buy products and just see what
Okay.
we're doing.
Like the ones that y'all did around Christmas?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, that's dope.
But this one's going to be more educational because I'm going to do a class there showing people how to grow different setups, grow setups and everything.
Okay. Question to you: where is it located?
It's located in 309, I believe it's 309 7 Mile, between Woodward and John R.
Oh yeah, dope. That's
Dope. Make sure you keep me posted so I can know about it. That's where we had broadcast at that time when y'all saw us doing some out in the field type stuff and acting a fool with the peeps.
Acting a damn fool.
Yeah. That was the same place. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. TK.
What's good?
TK so cool.
so smooth, right?
Hey, yo, what's good, money?
I don't have that bass in my voice like these fellas, so I'm just,
He just toned it down a little bit.
I got to do what I can do.
You the one to be. You just hit a nigga quick. You just hit him right in the mouth. He's like, I don't got all the time for that. You can just tell. TK be like, shut up. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm silly.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Oh man, so many different things going on right now. First of all, blessed to be able to do what God has given me the ability to do.
Yes.
And I'm just thankful. Along with owning one of the only black-owned convenience stores in the city right now, we are beer and wine, but we are real close to having our liquor license.
Yay!
On one of the major thoroughfares in the city on 7 Mile.
7 Mile,
Road.
okay.
Yeah,
7 Mile on what?
Yeah, 7 Mile on Asbury Park.
On the corner.
Right.
Yeah, right on the corner.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is,
He got the whole block. That's the crazy thing. Keep going.
there's a movie coming out called Asbury Park, and part of it was shot at the store.
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's
Look for that.
dope.
It's coming out.
Kennard.
Yeah.
Man, Kennard.
Yeah, it should be out. So along with the convenience store, we got a kitchen in the store as well. well. Kelly's Kitchen inside the store. My wife is, doing amazing with the food. But also, we have a car wash on the block. So one of the best hand car washes in the city. TKs, mistakes happen, we fix them. Yeah, mistakes do happen. And guess what? We do fix them.
Right.
So we have a car wash as well as a rental hall. So we on
Well, goddamn, hold on, hold on.
I told you he got the damn block.
So you can go get your car washed,
Yes.
book a party,
There you go.
go get the beer and wine for your party
There you go.
at the store
Right.
with some food.
And a meal.
And a meal.
I'm talking about with pots and everything in the back.
All you missing is D. Jones' favorite thing, strippers.
You know what?
He like, you know what?
I'm talking about they actually in the back cooking.
They cooking. That's the servers.
Yeah. So I'm thankful. Other than that, I'm also a pastor of a church.
Oh,
Yes.
well, praise God.
Yes.
Praise God.
Yeah, see?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Okay.
I've been pastoring for about 13 years now.
Oh,
so,
congratulations.
Grace CME Church, 642 West McNichols. But we keep it real. We keep it 100.
I'm sure.
That's what's up. So people listen, minus the strippers, okay? Never mind the strippers cooking your food.
They got blessed oil on them. They sweating holy water.
Right.
Look, as long as they get in the word.
Right. That's what's up. That's important.
We all have walks of life, And also, I saw you own like some of them little square stakes or whatever in the yards on yellow and green signs. What was that about last year?
Oh, you know what? I ran for state representative for 10th district. I fought a good fight, and we came close. We didn't make it, but we'll be back, though.
But you ran.
Oh, yeah, man, I ran.
Hella dope.
Look, and I ran hard. They didn't know where I came
like,
from.
I know him.
They're like, where in the world this cat
That's
come
why I
from?
probably seen your face. You like this?
Hey, we was out there heavy, yeah.
That's what's up.
D. Jones, you got to show him your thumb. You got to show him your thumb move, man. Show him how to do the thumb, the mayoral thumb. No.
This a knuckle. He don't got
Knuckle.
no.
I don't have a mic, so it's like.
Well, I mean, first of all, you crazy as hell. Won't you ain't say nothing. He just acting fool.
Because he didn't have a mic. That's why he couldn't say
Hey,
nothing.
but me and D. Jones, we ran across each other before, a few times.
For real? That's what's up.
Back when I had my clothing line, I had
on 7 Mile.
Yeah, on 7 Mile. Yeah.
Small world. See?
About C.
See?
D. Jones talking about Fifi don't know nobody.
She know one person, he Bronx somebody.
No. No.
No.
Not that part. Yeah. So let's see, what else? Y'all got some questions?
Yeah, how lucrative is the hydroponic business?
Very, very lucrative, especially since it's been lucrative, but now since it went rec and everybody can grow 12 plants. Anybody in Michigan can grow 12 plants. So every time I go to a hydroponic store, it's packed. I know I spend a lot of money in them weekly. For
Okay.
sure.
All right. What made so you said your mom had Crohn's, you said?
Yep, she had Crohn's disease.
And that's what made you start getting into it?
That what made me really start doing edibles and really started understanding the benefits of it. Because as young, we just smoked weed just to smoke weed. But once I seen there was a benefit, I started educating myself to actually help her. Now I helped a few family members and other people also.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you got a lot of testimonies from people like, thank you for opening this business pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. When I had my dispensary open, it ain't like going into the average dispensary. I asked you, what was you here for? What did you want? And people look at me crazy, like, what you mean I was trying to get high? No, what kind of high? Because most people don't know a sativa or indica. Sativa keep you up, indica make you sleepy. So when I tell people, okay, what you trying to be up or go to sleep? And then I give them a product and they do just that, who they gonna come to? Me every single time.
Yeah.
So do y'all have stuff in like pill form for people who don't smoke?
Yeah, we have stuff in pill form also.
Good question, D. Jones.
Because I might want to get some. I don't smoke, so you know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, edibles, you got pill form, which is usually the pills are usually Rick Simpson oil. And then you got edibles. You can make Kool-Aid. I mean, you can put weed in tea. I got tension to put in tea, coffee, or whatever.
I've had weed in tea. I had weed in spaghetti.
Man,
like I knew a girl who made everything with weed.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm not a weed smoker at all. I don't even like getting high, right?
Yeah.
But until I met somebody who made these edibles, I like, right? I was sitting here, okay, in pain. I had 4 cookies. They say only supposed to eat.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Four.
He was in a
Exactly.
lot of pain.
That was like
He was alive for like
Hey,
4
no-
days.
Yeah, I bet.
He wasn't in pain for long.
No, look, I sat in that chair for 3 hours like this.
Looking crazy.
Didn't move or nothing. I thought I'd have whipped my child. I woke up like, oh, yeah, I whipped her ass. They looked at me like, Miles, you ain't touched
You ain't
that
even
girl."
moved. He sat there for like days.
Hey,
like,
we all got a crazy edible story. I promise you, I got a
Yes.
crazy
Me
one.
too.
Jesus Christ.
what's the crazy edible? Go ahead.
I want to hear your crazy edible story, RV. Let's go.
All right.
Go.
I was at my cousin's house, and so he taking all day to give me some weed. I'm like, cuz, come on, man, I got to go. His eyes is like red. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, I ate that brownie, whatever. Now, I ain't never had an edible since then at all, right? He like, I'm like, man, I ate the whole brownie. Like, now give me my weed so I can go. I'm at my boy house, Tone house, shooting pool. Now we drinking Martell, we smoking blunts, and it hit me. I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. So I sit down. So my boy like, man, what's wrong? I'm like, man, I ate an edible. He like, oh, you done fucked up. So I'm sweating like a mug. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. So I called my son, like, Ken, you got to come get me. Like, Dad, what's wrong? Like, man, I ate an edible or something. I don't know what's wrong. And so I live on 6 Mile in Plainview. I'm on 7 Mile in Plainview. 1 mile, I couldn't even drive home. I couldn't walk. I sat there for hours, and I didn't want to call my wife because she's like, this crackhead ass nigga. Gotta go. So I ain't not call her. So I'm sitting there. The only thing I'm thinking in my mind, like, if I die, I want to die in my own bed. That's what I'm thinking. The whole time, sweating. If I die, I just want to die in my own bed. That's it.
Wow. I wouldn't even think about dying when I had it. But I know when that feeling hit me, I was like this. I was like, okay, what just moved? Everything just moved. It was like, I was like, okay.
Yeah, you got to be careful on the matter.
Oh, yeah,
I,
for sure.
I done been
Oh,
there,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't do cannabis. It don't work for me. And so when we did have our dispensary, a young lady came to us and said,
I begged him not to do it,
ice
though. I
cream.
begged him not
I'm
to
like,
do it.
ain't no way you can get cannabis in ice cream. I mean, I was clueless. I didn't have a clue. So I'm trying it, but the ice cream good.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm eating this because it's good. So when it finally kicked in, I got home. So I got home because it kicked in on the way home. I'm like, man. So I get home. I'm about to lay down. I'm about to go to sleep. I get a call from one of my members. Their mother passed away.
Oh, Lord.
Lord.
So I say,
This is about to go all sideways.
so
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
hold on, it ain't funny.
It ain't funny. It's not funny. Calm down.
So I say, well, y'all mind if I come tomorrow? They say, no, Pastor, we need you tonight.
You're like, oh, Lord.
They in Southwest Detroit.
Detroit?
It's a snowstorm outside.
I
Not
remember
nothing
that.
like what I'm a snowstorm.
There we go.
Man, it took me 3 hours. I left home 2 times to get to Southwest Detroit from the Northwest Detroit. Took me look, almost 3 times, and every time I would take a different freeway. I finally get to Southwest Detroit. It's snow. They ain't doing they ain't shoveling streets now.
Right.
So I'm like, man, I'm about to get mugged. I'm
Right.
about to get raped.
He called me like, RV, I done fucked up.
Jesus was there before you got there. Jesus like, you was on your way. No.
So I get to the house and I go in and I'm sitting there. They looking like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." So I stayed for a minute. I got up and left, and I got home and I told my wife, I said, "I ain't even pray for the people. I forgot." So I said a prayer when I got home for him.
Oh my God.
But I couldn't pray with him. So cannabis ain't my thing. I don't,
No, hell no, cannabis ain't your damn thing.
That is
hilarious.
As far as the consumption of it, but I do believe in the business.
Right.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Do this
I'd
dumb
be mad as hell. I'd be like, hey, man, my pastor on this way. He gonna pray for the family. Pastor get there like, how y'all doing? All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
I thought my story was bad.
Oh my God.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Bad.
I mean-
I can't top that one.
TK, shame on you.
Yeah.
Was it one scoop or two?
For real.
No, this what it was. They had cookies. Remember, she had cookies and
Right,
everything.
but I only had the ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Because the ice cream had swirls
You
in the
got me
ice cream,
crying.
and it's like
You had a blizzard.
right.
You had a blizzard.
because I've never really dealt in the cannabis industry
Oh, it's got
until
Reese cups.
you know once they legalized it. I'm like, oh, it's legal, so let's
It's
get it
gotta
to
be
shot.
okay.
Well, the Bible say obey the laws of the land, so he was free.
Render to Caesar.
See what I'm saying?
What to Caesar.
Okay.
Fucking crazy.
He walked in the door though. He walked in the door. Like
It took them 3 hours. They probably was all leaving.
yeah, they didn't cook dinner and everything. They
Yeah.
Everybody like, I'ma just pray.
Right.
I'ma pray. Like, Lord, Pastor coming.
Somebody like, that's your pastor?
Right.
so you walked in and walked out basically.
The only time that I've tried, and I
my
wasn't
God.
trying it. I just,
Yeah.
I just didn't think
He
that
said, "This
you
can't
could
do
get
this."
high.
And you didn't know you was going to get that
I
call
was like,
either.
stop. Yeah.
Oh my
No,
God.
I definitely didn't know I was gonna get the call.
Right, right,
you know.
right.
So I was just like, I'm gonna just get to the crib,
Oh
lay
my
down,
God. Y'all is crazy.
and that phone rung.
Crying over here.
I would have been mad at the motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'd be like, God.
They probably didn't even notice it though. Like
They
only
did.
he
No,
knew.
you
he was,
know when somebody
only
high.
he knew that he was like.
No, they probably didn't know he was high, but they knew he wasn't normal.
Right.
They just knew he wasn't normal.
Nah, those edibles do something different.
They
though.
do.
Yeah, they
The
did.
edibles made me just
Yeah.
laugh. I just laugh for all.
Yeah, you
damn.
did. You a retard.
I'd be like, hey, RV. So I was going down Coolidge, and Mike was taking me home, and I just bust out laughing. He looked at me like, "What the hell wrong with you?" I said, "I don't know." I don't know. I was just like that.
You retarded.
And then I said, "Mike, did this truck move?" He said, "No, we had a light." He said, "There's some bullshit. Them people right next to us moving." He said, "They moving their car up." I'm like,
That's so crazy.
I had some edibles and had to call my mama to come get me.
That's bad.
That's
What
bad.
happened?
I got in the car. She like, you okay? I'm like, look at the lights. But the first time I ate one, I had moved to California. And so I was staying in this spot called Canoga Parks, all Mexican. So I met these two fine Mexican girls. And they was like, we're going to call you later and take you to the beach. I'm like, cool. I go back to the crib. My cousin come in with some candy bars. He like, cuz, just eat a piece. I'm like, I'm from Detroit, man. What you mean? Give me the whole thing. I ain't gonna get high off no one piece of candy bar. I took a piece of this candy bar. I ate it. About 2 hours later, I was on the couch and I thought I was transparent. And I kept calling myself transparent, man. And I thought I could walk through the walls.
What?
And so then my phone was ringing and the chicks was calling. I couldn't answer the phone. My cousins was laughing. I'm cussing at them like, y'all, but nothing was coming out my mouth. So then I said, well, I'm
You
about
were
to.
transparent.
I was like, I'm about to disappear. And I put a pillow over my face.
like an ostrich, man.
And I stood there for 8 hours.
You're a retard.
Yeah. I was like, I never want to get high again.
"Oh wow, okay,
Yeah,
okay."
it's crazy.
So those are.
You so
So we're
silly.
endorsing edibles is what we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
That was a terrible endorsement.
That was a terrible, but a great. But there's you were saying though, RV, there's some benefits from eating edibles.
Yeah, for sure.
And-
But you got to know how to eat it. See, what it is we don't look at it as medicine. Like if the doctor say, here go a bottle of Viking, I don't care how much pain you're not going to take 10 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you got to treat edibles the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a medication, and document how it make you feel, so you can have a smooth transition where you can still function off edibles. Other than that,
They
you
just
don't have
put
these
me to
crazy
sleep.
stories.
The bad part about me when you said D. Jones had a point, like I might like see I hate pain, right? I told the doctor when I was in the hospital, like, okay, can you cut my feet off until they get better and reattach these motherfuckers because it's terrible. I was going through it, but so the municipalities, what's how you say the word?
Municipality.
Of cannabis. There's an upside to it and there's a downside to it, as far as the feeling, as far as sleepy or being awoke.
Yeah.
How can one tell due to the fact how from the strands or how it's grown?
Just from the strand, like certain strands, like Gorilla Glue is a sativa. We think it's not, but it's actually a sativa. So you look them up, and if it's the real Gorilla Glue, or like most cookies are sativas, you know what I'm saying? Most diesels are indicas. So you just know by the strand, and hopefully that the person that's giving you the strand is giving you the right strand that they telling you that they're giving you.
Okay. Because a lot of people that just grow on weed just to smoke it, right?
Yeah, they grow and we just smoke it or make them edibles or whatever the case may be. Most people that's growing at home with the 12 plants.
So can you tell the people that's not coming on what's the difference between the two different strands?
The sativa is the upper, pretty much. It keep you awake, and then the indica is a downer. That's what more for like pain relief, more so the indicas are.
So that's why when that Gorilla Group people they just smoking blunt after blunt after blunt.
Yeah, they want that strong.
That couch lock and be you don't sleep and all that kind of stuff.
What's your preference? Which do you prefer?
I like sativa. I can go to sleep by myself, but I like to be up. Back years ago, I would never smoke in the morning. I thought people was crazy because it always made me sleepy.
Yeah.
But back then, that's like the 90s, so we didn't know indica, sativa. We just smoking weed. So I never smoked weed in the morning, so I got educated myself on which ones you should be smoking.
Right.
So, sativas is my go-to.
So, with you, I know you keep saying that the people, we are allowed to have a 12 grow. People are allowed to grow 12 personally.
Yes.
What would you like give tips? Like, what kind of tips would you give to people about like preparing their area or something?
I mean, first you got to know where you're going to be at, or like TK, he do the closets.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that too. Go ahead.
So, but you got to just know what area that you want to prepare yourself to do. You can either get a tent, or you're going to do a whole bedroom. It all depends on how big you want your plants to be. So your place will have to get evaluated to see which way to go, because there's so many different ways. You can grow 12 big plants. You can go 12 small plants.
Cleanliness is important, right?
For sure, 100%.
Yeah. You have to make sure your area is.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely got to be clean. You don't want no powder, no mold, no mildews, no bugs,
Spider
mites. Spider mites. Yeah.
Explain what are spider mites and powdery mildew?
Spider mites is just a little spider that suck the hell out of your plants. If you don't pay attention to them, they'll kill your whole harvest.
And it could multiply pretty fast.
Yeah, they multiply fast. They love dry in hot environments. So if you keep your room too dry, the humidity is too low, and your room is too hot, you attract the spider mites. And then when you go into your room, you're supposed to really change your clothes and, not wear the same clothes you wore outside into your grow room.
Wow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you bring, mites and stuff from outside.
Right.
And powdery mildew, is an airborne spore. So once it get into your plant, once you see it actually on your plant, you done had it for 2 weeks already. And then
I didn't know that.
Once you start seeing it and the spores start spreading in the air, now your whole harvest is actually fucked up.
So is there anything you could do? Like, can you treat it to kind of?
I mean, yeah, they got sprays, pesticides, but with the laws now going, they regulating it. You can't use pesticides, so you got to use a more natural source, which you need anyway, something more natural.
When you do things hydroponically,
instance,
that's why you do it hydroponically, because it's more natural.
No, I do hydroponics because I don't like carrying dirt in and out the house.
Okay,
that's why I started. But I think hydroponic is a way better way than soil to me.
Why?
Okay.
I did side by side tests, and the product to me is just better than soil.
It is.
And it's cost efficient. So anybody that's growing in soil, I always like to have friendly competitions, but having nobody came up with their product.
But from what I would think, soil would definitely bring in different type of,
Bugs for sure.
Yeah,
bugs and all, from the soil and all that stuff. You get more root rot dealing with soil.
What's root rot?
Gnats and all that. That's a fungus that attack your roots and kill your plant.
Okay. Yeah.
So I know with growing weed, I don't know what it is with hydroponic. Do you still use the grow lights?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I actually sell LED lights. I sell lights too. Yeah. So you use grow lights. Use everything that you would grow dirt with. You just not using dirt.
Water. Okay.
Yeah, you just using water or rockwood cubes.
I used to work for Real Estate One cleaning out houses, and they gave us a key to open any door. So we had to go check, make sure these houses were still abandoned, but I had broken into a trap house. And when I walked in, I see weed and lights everywhere. I was like, oh, I'm about to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Exit left.
Yeah. And then I got a question for you, TK. So I've been knowing you, man, when did you have that store? Like 02?
Yeah. Yep. 01, 02.
So you've been a businessman for a long time. Like, what made you start just being that type of business guy?
Well, after I got out of college, I worked for a couple Fortune 500 companies, major companies, downtown Detroit, Renaissance, suit and tie every day. Man, real good jobs. But that just wasn't me. I mean, got paid well. It was the so-called American dream, if you want to call it, but it just wasn't me. Right. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to work for myself, and I knew I had more to offer to the community and, to the world. So therefore, that's why I just jumped off into it. And once I took off, man, I started running and didn't want to turn around. And, I like my freedom. I like my flexibility. And, like you said, I've been doing it for so long. I'm close to retirement. Can't wait.
You ain't retired, man.
He about 42 years old. Huh? I'm close to retirement.
No, he had a dope store on 7 Mile, and you the first person I know was putting like street signs on people's shirts.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And wasn't nobody doing that before. I had the 7 Mile shirts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had Every Mile, Joy Road. You had all of them before they was doing it now.
Yeah.
And I used to cop them. So I grew up on 7 Mile. So
you swear you grew up on 7 Mile. You didn't.
So, yeah,
I was born on 7 Mile.
Yeah, about your closets or your space you make. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so
I think that's dope. Go.
But look, real quick though, can I just? I do have a positive edible story.
You want to rectify the problem.
Exactly. But check this, without taking much time. Look,
Go ahead.
So my dad, when my dad got out the hospital, he had a stent put in his arm for dialysis.
Okay.
And my dad has never used cannabis, don't smoke weed or nothing. Mm-hmm. So he came home and he could not get comfortable at all. Nothing would stop the pain, whatever they gave him from the hospital. And so my wife and I stopped by to visit, and he's like, son, I'm just in pain. So he couldn't even really talk to us. The pain was hurting. So my wife said, go home and get him some of them, drops, from the dispensary. So went home and got him, just took drops and put some drops candy, almost like candy drops.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
From Sean West. Yeah, stirred it up in some hot water. He drunk it less than 10 minutes. He said, I can't believe the pain is gone.
Yes.
Man, I went and got him a whole bag, brought him back. And so now him and his, friends, senior citizens across the alley, they put it in their coffee every morning, saying it's helping with arthritis.
That's amazing.
And all of that. I've actually had a customer, he passed away, but his wife called us. Well, actually, no, we called her because we haven't heard from him in a minute.
Okay.
And she said he passed away, but she thanked us. She said because of the medication that y'all were giving him, he was able to function for the last 3 months of his life.
Wow.
I was able to go shopping, and I could leave him at home. He could go to the bathroom by himself. Without the cannabis, he couldn't function. Whatever they gave him, so it is some positive to it, and that's one of the reasons
amazing.
why.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thankful for the industry and. My good childhood friend introducing me to it, and once it got legal. But what a concept that I've came with, I'm in a closet. People don't understand that, so I am in a closet.
Can you, expound on that?
And the reason,
quick, go ahead.
I got an epiphany, and we were talking, and RV grew his first plant in a closet when he was 14. So we came up with an ideal to where we'll convert any closet in your home into your own personal grow space. Mm-hmm. So therefore, we can grow for you in your closet. So that's why I say I'm in the closet with you, because I can help you grow in your closet. Ew. So we'll come to your house, convert any closet into your own personal grow space. When we leave, you're growing in that closet. One closet can pay your light bill, your gas bill, your taxes. One closet. Yeah. Now, we know we can't sell it, but you don't have to buy it any longer. So now a savings, a penny saved is a penny earned.
Absolutely.
And so, so that's why we in the closet with it. And
so innovative.
Oh, yeah, we don't mind being in the closet.
I love it.
I got a question for you two. People who love weed. Like, is it addictive? Like, what is it about people who into weed that they live and die by weed?
Me, it helped me through my day. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we don't know that we deal with different stress or different issues in our life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you smoking something that can calm you down and you actually know what you smoke, because I don't really buy weed for nobody else to smoke because I got my own. So I know what I'm smoking. So It's just the
But
comment.
not so. But you know what I mean, though. People who don't
Yeah.
grow weed,
Yeah, they just
they
love weed.
spend they like. I know people who get their check. Like I'm gonna spend this on weed and then this on the rent. Like you putting the weed first.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Because it gets you to
Hello?
it gets you through your day.
Yeah, that's how I'm
your
gonna get the
week.
next check.
Well, that's what he was saying. Some people have issues that they don't address properly. You know what I mean? And they go towards weed or any other type of thing to take them to a different place, whether it be marijuana. Hopefully, it's just marijuana and not heroin,
Right.
Or cocaine.
Ain't
So
nothing wrong with cocaine.
I mean, and you know, like if you really think about it, like so many people have, everybody has a vice. I would say that 1st.
For sure.
But alcohol has been so common and so it's like legal, and it's just been so common that people overlook the fact that somebody might stop at the store and get a shot every day, and you don't
Yeah.
even think about that. You know what I'm saying? At the same and that's just like how a person will go and maybe smoke a joint every day, smoke a blunt or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my
Every day.
vice is helping people.
Shut the hell
Shut
up.
the hell up.
You
That
won't
price
even bring
ain't-
us a smoothie.
You don't need to do
Anyway,
shit. Listen, but I do understand what you're saying because I never heard nobody go home and beat the hell out their wife while they high. They, you know what I mean? They be,
No,
they
it's
be
just
too
it's a
sleepy.
common
Want you to be
vice.
like, leave me alone. man.
Right,
You know, I'm trying
right.
to chill.
See, and I
Yeah.
don't like the hallucination of I mean, because it makes me hallucinate. If I, so cannabis, when I did try it, it will make me hallucinate. But I will do CBD.
Okay.
Which is, so
Yeah.
I take CBD drops.
Man, that stuff puts you to sleep.
I've
does.
I've used CBD flower. 100% CBD, no THC in
Right.
it at all.
Okay.
So, and that helps me.
Okay.
So I keep I normally have CBD drops with me, and I just throughout the day, I just
Take a couple, yeah.
take a couple drops just to. It
to
just
keep you smooth, yeah,
right?
just-
Because I got a lot going on, and I
Absolutely.
don't want to think about all that all
At
the
one time, yeah.
And that's what THC do. It put it all in my face at one time, and I don't want to see all that.
Right. RV, what's the difference between THC and CBD?
THC, you get the psychedelic feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's what he don't like. You know what I'm saying? CBD is just all pain relief. Period. You don't get no psychedelic or nothing. Like he gave me some CBD weed. I'm like, I'm gonna try it. Man, I took 2 puffs of that shit. I was like dead that night sleep. So if anybody that can't sleep at night, CBD is what you need for sure.
CBD,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
It don't got the best taste when they come with gummies and all that kind of stuff, but you got to get past that taste.
So, so does THC have the same properties as CBD? It just has the psychedelic also? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, no, CBD
So they
is just a
different?
whole
Like,
different.
okay.
Yeah, it's a whole different.
And they both come from the plant, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just different parts of it. Or
Yes, it's different. It's different cannabinoids, is what it is.
what that mean?
Cannabinoids. I'm not a scientist.
I'm just-
You know what I'm saying?
You're a doctor, though.
Right. Go ahead. Exactly.
He's a mad scientist.
Cannabinoids are the different elements that's in marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different parts of the marijuana. Like THC do one thing, CBD do something, CBN do something.
Wait a minute.
THC1, it's a bunch of different.
That sounds like a whole bunch of damn
cannabinoids.
television stations.
You know what I'm
Listen.
saying? It's a bunch of different cannabinoids.
Like,
It's
like
CBD.
hemp. Hemp is another.
Oh, hemp is another form from the marijuana?
Yeah, from the marijuana family, yeah.
And I thought that was just the sticks.
No, hemp
slow.
is
Okay.
actually a plant. It grows. That's why they legalize hemp.
As much as
with
you like
marijuana.
weed, you don't know this stuff.
I'm learning. Hello?
But so here's one thing I can honestly say. One thing about marijuana, what made me dislike marijuana was people who smoke and act like they don't smell like weed when they come in your establishment. You know what I mean?
We do?
We know we smell like it, but when you young, like when I'm younger, I didn't care if I smell like weed. Now I care if I go in a place, old lady like, he smell like weed. So now you know what I mean. I kind of care as me being older. But when I was younger, I didn't care who knew I smoked weed. It is what it is.
Right, but
You know what I'm saying?
right now you got people who smoke marijuana, but you can never really smell it ever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not because it's high with perfume, but just be like you could just you be like, okay, damn. I mean, like that's disrespectful. Like I know some people come in here disrespectful as hell.
So why is that disrespectful?
It's
Because they smell like
disrespectful?
weed. Why?
I'm talking about in a way to where it was. If you know you got some fire, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you walk in the place establishment, and you know that shit funky, you know what I mean? It's
What you gonna do? What do you get?
the
what's the
curbside service. Like, nigga, drop it out the window. Do something. You know what I mean? Anything other than, like, if that's the case, I know people who
You
blow.
saying don't hotbox.
Right. Just be like,
Don't hotbox on the way. Just crack the window.
yeah, do
Get
something.
you some blunt spray, from
Yeah, that's all you
the
gotta do.
gas station.
Yeah.
I use that when I do Lyft. People like, what is that? That smells good, great. I'm like, it's blunt spray. And they be like, I'm going to buy some of that.
I mean, but that's I think that's what probably turned me off with females who smoke weed too. You know what I mean?
I can deal with it. I can't deal with cigarettes.
I can't. Yeah, cigarettes.
Cigarette. That's another. Yeah, that's
a turn off.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Okay, change subject. Okay. So on the business side, what can the person on the average who grow? What can they get for 12 plants out of 12 plants in the time in the 10?
It depends on the strand. Number one, depending on how many. Like I said earlier, how big the plants are. Like I grow 12 plants on the table on a 4x4 table, hydroponic style, and I can get over a pound in that 4x4 space with 12 plants. Or if I take a whole bedroom that's a 10x10, I can grow 12 plants in there and get a half a pound a plant to a pound a plant. You know what I'm saying? So it just all depends on your space and what kind of space you're working with.
How long does it take to grow for a pound?
How long does it take? You got to veg for at least a couple of months, and then depending on the strain, because every strain take 60 to 80 days to get done.
Mm-hmm.
So you figure a 4-month process, and then you got a drying and curing is a month process if you're doing it right. Mm-hmm. So once it get done, you're not done. People think you're done once it's done, but it's still not done. So you got dried and cured. Mm-hmm. So you're looking at a 5-month process.
What's the best thing for edibles? Because you got CBD, THC, all that other stuff. What's the best thing to use when you cooking edibles?
I use coconut oil, but I'm looking to start doing. You can get more precise with your dosing if you use wax, because you get the wax tested and you will know exactly what you're putting in your edibles. So I would say the best way to cook them is using extracts like wax, oil, different things like that. But right now I use coconut oil. I infuse the coconut oil.
Because I remember I binge watched Breaking Bad, and I was like, I can't make meth.
What?
I'm going to bake. And it
Make
came
meth?
out. So you never seen Breaking Bad?
No, go
Okay,
ahead.
so then you wouldn't get it.
Okay.
But he made a lot of money cooking meth. I was like, I'm gonna cook edibles, and it came out the worst ever.
My first,
You're crazy.
remember that first batch of edibles I made? Brownies, and they came out like wheat toast,
Yeah.
like wheat bread.
I'm like, did you use the actual flour you used?
I used flour. And I bought an actual a marijuana cookbook. And I made that shit came out like bread, and the only person would eat it was our friend I was working for, Maisha, her grandmother would eat it. That's the only person would eat it. It came out like bread.
Like, this is good.
I didn't know you had to turn it into butter.
Yeah.
So I was using real weed.
Yeah. They just chewing it. Like,
That was disgusting, man.
Yeah, you gotta use butter, and then you gotta bake the weed, which is called decarboxylating the weed. So you gotta cook it in the oven on 200 degrees for like 20 minutes to activate it. If you don't do that, no matter how much you eat,
Man, my whole house smelled like it was loud.
Like ass tray.
you're crazy.
The whole house was loud.
So do you suggest? We'll talk about that off air. But when you cooking it at 200, would you get high by being in the kitchen while it's cooking?
no,
No.
not at all.
I did.
Yeah, because
You
had
cooked
the
it too
strong.
long.
Yeah,
Right.
it was all in the air.
You
I
was
was like,
cooking the strongs.
Right.
open the
Cooking too
door.
long or something. And
Okay, y'all. So you already know what time it is. We about to go.
No, I don't. What time is it?
Shut your ass up. It's time to pay some bills. We'll be right back and see y'all in a minute.
Yep.
Yo, this is RV from Greener Things. Do you want to learn how to grow hydroponically? I can teach you each and every Monday at 6 p.m. Each and every Monday, 6 p.m. on how to grow hydroponically. To reserve your spot, email us at info@greenerthings.com. info@greenerthings.com. To reserve your spot today at info@greenerthings.com.
SF Hardy presents Dancing Monkeys in My Soup. While on vacation in Peru, Jabbar discovers pygmy marmosets dancing in his dinner suit.
There's something in it.
Leaving the family alarmed and confused. They don't know how to get the monkeys out of the soup. Do you? SF Hardy, literacy advocate, author, and founder of Get Litty Family Reading Readiness Program, presents Dancing Monkeys in My Soup.
Are you not feeling well and don't want to put anyone else in danger? I have something just for you. Michigan Health and Medical Services offering you, yes, you, COVID-19 testing Thursday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 20270 Grand River with no out-of-the-pocket cost to you. So listen, your current insurance or the state of Michigan will cover you. So call now, 1-800-967-0067. Again, 1-800-967-0067.
Right back at you, y'all. Here we go back. Yeah, it's like, no. This your girl, Miss Fifi the Plug, and you are back at the Rise and Grind Morning Show. And you already know what I'm here for. I got a little bit of news for you. The streets been talking, and I'm here to talk to you about it. So, everybody is out here excited and patting him on the back. I'm talking about Kodak Black because he has said that before he got locked up, he said that he was going to donate $1 million to a charity if his release was removed, like if he can get out. So Trump went on ahead and let him out. Everybody know that, and he let out a couple of other hood people, and we all excited about it, including Kwame. And yeah, he's keeping his word. He's supposed to be going ahead and kicking it with his lawyer and getting his funds together so he can go ahead and donate to a charity. So we appreciate that. Miles, give him a hand clap because I'm happy. Okay. Now, he only get a little one. You a retard. So, I have some sad news in the food for the foodies out here, y'all. According to the streets, Godiva is scheduled to close all of its U.S. chocolate shops due to the pandemic. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I believe. Look,
now, I just want to know if they're going to have those peppermint bark pretzels that they have at Christmas time come next year. If so, I just want to know if they can just keep a box of them for me.
You had to order them online.
They got them online?
Listen, I just tell people, God unveiled to the whole everybody. You know what I mean? Like white folks, y'all losing y'all damn mind. Y'all got to go. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, so go ahead.
So sad news in the DeBarge family, right? Chico DeBarge, he was charged with drug possession and false impersonation.
Possession?
Drug possession. Yeah, he was charged with, that's what I said. Drug possession and false impersonation after identifying himself as his brother James DeBarge after a traffic stop.
All the pages look good.
No guarantee.
Yeah, so he looks a little princey on here, don't he?
He was fat as hell.
He looks a little princey.
I performed with him years ago at TV Lounge. He was like,
you
he
performed
was fat
with
as
him?
hell. Well, I opened up.
Yeah. So he this all took place in Burbank, California, and So let's just hope that his
Chico
brother
had a dope ass album.
He did. Well, I don't know about his album. I just really like that one song.
Man, that first album. And he had Nia Long in the video.
Goddamn, keep going.
So on Monday, Donald Trump's attorney Rudy Giuliani was sued for defamation by Damani. What do you call it? That one, the voting system, right? And they said that they are suing him because the election equipment maker that had some conspiracies going on with it. So yeah, it appears that the Trump administration and all his people, whatever, they starting to come after him. So I'm sure that he's really up next. I think this man gonna go to jail for real.
I told you he's gonna be the first president to get his ass locked up.
Yeah. So also the streets is saying that a member of the U.S. Capitol's police force tested positive after the ambush on January 6th. So, I'm sure they was going to blame it on him. I don't know if that happened because that's kind of like far. Has it been 2 weeks? I don't know. It might have been.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks? Yeah. So they said it's supposed to come out in that time and, it'd be laying dormant. According to the streets, the streets also said that Nando's is releasing its hottest, extra hot sauce.
Sweet.
For all you hot sauce lovers, I don't know. I just, I like to throw a little stuff in there about a meal or two.
Who?
Nando's.
Where is that?
They not Frank's, but they Nando's.
It's a sauce.
Yeah, it's hot sauce. It's going to be extra, extra, extra hot sauce. They're going to be releasing that, a new kind. So all you really loving people that love hot sauce like that, Nando's is coming out with an extra, extra, extra hot one. Y'all excited?
No, not at all.
Okay, so
You could have kept that news.
You could have held that
hater.
close to your heart.
well,
You ain't say
okay.
Frank's.
No, these
Nando's got some
Yeah.
hot sauce.
yeah.
We don't know Nando.
Yeah, we don't mess with them.
We know Frank's. Frank's, we put that shit on everything.
Everything.
Shut up, crazy. So COVID-19, there's a COVID-19 sniffing dog that's going to be used during the Miami Heat games to
The dog can sniff
out
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
People that got COVID.
yeah, so
Yeah,
because
that's
they bringing the
big thing.
fans back, so they're gonna have a
Yeah, we gonna sniff.
yeah, the Heat is they're gonna have a dog that's stop calling me. Whoever calling me, if you watching me right now, quit calling me. That's rude. Anyway,
What if I just got the regular flu?
no, this
Does
is
that
COVID-19.
even exist?
Yeah, the regular
COVID-19. It's going to be a dog out here hunting it out.
sniffing ass.
Yes, at the Miami Heat games because they trying to have people be able to get out there in the games and stuff and be able to see it again.
It's gonna be DJ. It's gonna be D Jones in a dog outfit, just sniffing women's asses. Like,
You are crazy. So
Come on in.
you're crazy. Our national days today is National Green Juice Day. I got me a green juice because I'm here for it. Yours not green.
gone.
National Peanut Brittle Day. Y'all like peanut brittle?
that's what he got me. He gave me a peanut brittle smoothie. I like
You
it.
always like peanut stuff. National Spouses Day. So y'all go home and kiss y'all spouses.
All right.
It's the national day for that. And it's also
All show.
It's also National
all
Plan
show.
for a Vacation Day.
It's all show,
So
no
that is a beautiful day for today because it's cold as hell outside. We got a whole bunch of snow. I didn't even know that it was supposed to snow like that. We have a weather advisory out till like 4:00 today. So everybody, y'all be careful. Drive slower. This snow is heavy as hell, like gravel. So I'm just saying, like, just be careful and stuff. Put your coats on. Make sure them kids got coats on, gloves, and scarves around their neck. I don't know any birthdays today, but Haley, happy birthday, boo. I think she turned like 6 or 7, something like that. Happy birthday, baby. And anybody else that's celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to y'all from us. And this your girl, Miss Fifi the Plug, and I done brung it to you. Miles.
Hold on.
Miles.
Back to me.
Yeah.
So okay, as y'all heard, Miss Fifi the Plug just brought the news to you. She would say to you, whatever that means. We are honoring some great men today, Mr. RV and TK. We doing initials only, so it's FF in this piece, DJ in this piece, MD in this piece, TK, and RV is in the building. RV, I got a question for you, dear brother.
All right.
Okay, when you say I can't say hydroponically. Okay, hydroponically with marijuana, you said you didn't want to lift the dirt and you seen it grow side by side, and did you favor either one of them, or you actually did both of them with the same care?
I did both of them with the same care, but hydroponic just, to me, grow better. It grows stronger, better, and it grows faster.
Okay.
It's kinda cleaner,
Water
too.
is
And it's cleaner,
powerful.
and it's cleaner.
Yeah. Well,
Water is powerful.
most definitely water's powerful.
I mean, I think they started that though. Like,
'Cause I feel
they-
like the
that's-
airbender.
I mean, but like the research I done, if you just look up marijuana research of the history of hydroponics, they got the Hanging Garden of Babylon,
Okay.
one of the 7 ancients of the world that they was the whole building was actually ran hydroponically. So and that's been 500 BC.
He
You know what I'm
said
saying?
he went down to Babylon.
Yeah.
I knew a girl named Babylon.
That's a long
Talked to
Shut
her.
up, crazy.
I do know a girl named Babylon. She talked to damn much. Listen,
Babylon.
Babylon. So
He's
when you dealing with, so when you did your research and you start going through there, what's the difference far as price, far as hydroponically versus soil?
Or if you starting the whole system.
Yes.
You pay a little bit more upfront fee when you dealing with hydroponics because you got to buy pumps, more equipment because everything's
Piping.
automated, piping. You know what I'm saying? So everything is all automated when you dealing with it like that. So, but in the long run, it's cheaper.
Okay.
Just like with LED lights, they cost $300 to buy one right now. but they last 50,000 hours, which is a little over 4.5 years. Where if you went with the high pressure sodium or the metal halide, you got to change those light bulbs every cycle, every 4 months. So over the course of 5 years, you've been spent $600 going that way, opposed to just spending the $300 up front.
Gotcha.
But the other way, you might spend $100 up front, $150 up front.
Okay.
And also, like with the as the dirt, like you would still have to buy dirt, so you would just equate that into buying the pipes and stuff you would need to run the water, right? It's kind of like the same, right?
Kind of, sort of. You always got to buy dirt, though.
Yeah.
Water just come out your faucet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
You know what I'm saying?
the expense, that's what I mean, the cost that you would pay to buy the pipes for it or whatever, to connect the water grow, you would have to spend that in buying dirt either
Right.
way. I mean, anyway, so.
Yeah,
Plus
but,
the
but
time,
you buying but you buying pumps and other stuff too. You got a 55-gallon reservoir.
Yeah.
You buying a lot of piping, several pumps. You know what I'm saying? So you buying a little bit more.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But also the your time.
Yeah.
Going to get the dirt, right?
Right.
And then actually laying it down
Yeah.
versus
And then
twisting
hand watering.
yes,
know what I mean?
versus twisting a couple knobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a pump cut the water on and off, and you don't got to really hand water. So now you can pretty much tend to your plants.
Do you go and show people? Do you do like, go do consultations with people
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah, for sure. I definitely do that.
Okay. How would they be able to reach you to do that?
Whoever join my class on Mondays, I do a free 30-minute consultation. And usually that'll probably be over on Zoom.
What time is your class?
6 o'clock every Monday.
Info@greenerthings.com. Oh, hold on. Info@greenerthings.com. greenerthings.com. 6 p.m.
But right now, to book your appointment, you got to go to VinoyConsulting.com to book your appointment, and then I got grow room setups, and on there you can also reach us if you need your taxes done.
Oh, okay.
And I'm working on my Greener Things website, so that's under construction.
Okay. Cool.
But you can follow me on Instagram, Greener Things on Instagram, or Greener Things on Facebook.
Okay. Dope. D. Jones, any questions?
No. That was good. I do want somebody to teach me how to make edibles though. I definitely need that info, and I probably hit you about the taxes too, man.
Well, I heard,
for sure.
I heard about a person who do edibles. I heard that she make it too strong, and
I know a person like that.
he would never. An RV won't even eat.
Well, she can show me. Or if it's a she can show me too. I'm not opposed to.
Yeah, but
the
RV
strong
said-
is better.
RV.
Thank you. Thank you.
RV said he won't even eat her edible.
Hell no.
He's in.
People I know be like, "Is it strong?" That's what people like.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, but that's crackhead status. Listen, at a certain level, you just don't want to be a crackhead. You just want to be talking about, "Ooh, I need some edibles." I ain't gonna lie, but I called her one time. I was like, "I need some edibles," and she bought them. I think it was cinnamon toast, cinnamon toast crunch.
My favorite.
And then my dumb ass cat had ate the last bit of it, and that motherfucker, he ain't been the same. Yeah, but he be like, you don't meow no more.
Y'all so judgmental.
Fifi, you done turned my cat to a crackhead.
Whatever.
She had cat head. She
Right,
like,
right.
she don't even meow no more, nothing.
Whatever. Y'all so
Cat head.
judgmental.
Yeah, exactly. So, TK,
Yes, sir.
only convenience store on 7 Mile Black owned, right?
No doubt.
So, back in the day, I used to tell people the story about Saddam Hussein, who actually got the key to Highland Park, key to the city. I remember that.
Yeah.
You ever heard about that? And it was because of Dairy Worker Hall. Remember the Dairy Worker Hall?
I somewhat.
So the story goes that what's the name of the? We used to always drink their milk when we was younger. The pine people, the pine milk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's where Dairy Worker Hall. That's what they did it at, right? So basically, they ran how Arabics or Chaldeans wound up getting into the convenience stores. They knew the distribution. You know what I mean? They had the distribution. They the one who delivered the milk, the cheese, and all that to the places. So they already knew the inside business.
Correct.
So how they was able, when we were supposed to be retiring and moving to Florida, they was like, hey, they just ease right in there, right? And so I tell people one of the key things to ownership with stores is distribution. So TK, do you have any insight for people who want to get